Welcome back to my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. In the previous segment we witnessed a battle between Kuja and Queen Brahne. The queen passed away during the battle. Somehow Kuja managed to take control of Bahamut, and Bahamut completely obliterated the queen's forces. And now we're going to have a new queen, Queen Garnet, even though I'm still going to keep calling her Dagger. And in this segment there's going to be a pretty big development with the plot. In fact, in the next few segments the storyline is going to develop nicely, even though there's not a lot of action going on for now. But there's a lot of small side quests that we can complete at this point, and we can take care of a few things, especially once we go back to Trino later on. So yeah, we can also pick up a Stelazio coin in Alexandria. There's a lot of things for us to do, but for now it's just going to be pretty much a big cutscene where Dagger starts being faced with the challenges of being queen. She can't do a worse job than her mother, at least she has that going for her. That should take some pressure off her. That's a lot of responsibility. It's not like today's royalty, where they're essentially celebrities for no good reason other than their monarchy or whatever. But anyway, we're going to take control of Vivi in a few moments, and there's one side quest that we can do which involves running, and I'll demonstrate that side quest. Shouldn't Beatrix be going to jail for a while, considering she committed all those crimes in Burmecia and Clara? I mean, I know she's a fan favorite, but I find it kind of hilarious how she pretty much isn't punished for her actions, and from this point on she kind of becomes a joke character. Alongside Steiner, she's involved in a few funny moments, but I'm quite surprised that no one accuses her of anything. Of course, Zidane's all depressed because now Dagger's going to be queen, and I guess that keeps them away for some reason. I really do wish that we could take control of Blank and Marcus, and even Cena for a little bit longer. I know that we don't need 4 bandits in our party, but even still, I really like the group. I think they all work pretty well together. Well, I'm surprised that the almighty Beatrix had to be carried out. I mean, they kind of sell her as being the strongest fighter in Gaia, pretty much, even though we know that she's not. I mean, there's more powerful people out there, but anyway, I'm surprised that a few monsters were enough to take her out. Maybe Blank is exaggerating a little bit, who knows. But this segment is hilarious. Rejected. Those three dudes, they were kind of, well, let's be honest here, they were very dickish towards Zeiko. I mean, poor girl, all she wanted was some food. Anyway, this is the side quest that we can complete right now. It involves us beating Hippaul. Yeah, you can keep doing this over and over. Eventually you'll start running faster and you can get cards as rewards. Okay guys, and we are back. I spent a few good times running against Hippaul and I'm kind of getting tired of it. There's still a few more rewards that we can get, but at this point he's about to reach level 50 and I need a break from smashing both buttons. So I got the ribbon card. You get the ribbon card once he reaches level 50, and you'll get some more cards once he reaches level 60, 70, and lastly when he reaches level 80 you get a reward like the running champion or something. Like I said, I might complete this little side quest later, but for now I need a break from all this running, and I already got a few good cards, so I'm all good. So from here we're going to buy a few weapons and we can get a new weapon for Zidane from the synthesist shop, and we can also go back towards where the Mughals are in the watchtower, in the clock tower, and if you ring the bell you'll get a few extra cards. If you don't care about playing cards then you don't need them, but I'm going to get them regardless. And I don't need anything from the item shop, so yeah, I'm all good. So this little bugger is the guy who goes around delivering the Mughal letters. Of course we've been doing his job for him, and if you've managed to read all of Steelskin's letters so far, then you'll notice that Steelskin will say that Artemicion is doing a good job. If you fail to read one of Steelskin's letters, he will just acknowledge that there's one missing or something, or two depending on how many you missed, or all of them really. That last one in the tree right before the battle between Brahne and Kuja really is the hardest one, and it's very easy to miss that one because the Mughal is just kind of hidden. But if you've been following my walkthrough so far, then you got that letter as well. Get the ice lens for Freya. We already got the poison metal, so we don't need that. And there's some armor that we can get here. You can buy 2 twist headbands because we can use them to make another item at the synthesis shop. And I actually need a plate mail as well, so let me get that too. There we go. So we're good now. And there's a side quest that remained hidden for a long time where it's not actually a side quest, but if you come back to Lindblom over and over, you'll see that they have a lot of brothers. Until all of them are together, we have to keep reuniting them. You can also make an anklet and feather boots, those will come in handy, and we can make a black belt too. Well, I already found your cat once. Anyway, there's going to be a letter, or 2 letters here. First, deliver the letter that you have. We've been carrying this letter since Fossil Rue, so it's been a while. And we can buy a few more items from Steelskin. We'll obviously solve the Mognet central side quest. So let's go up through here. We'll solve that quest much later on. And if you pull the rope, you'll get a few extra cards. You could do this on the first part as well, and I did, but now you'll get much better cards. You get 2 Eidolon cards, Shiva and Ramu, so those are going to come in handy. So we're going to head down now. We're going to use Vivi as a decoy. Or Vivi doesn't know what's coming. I'm surprised she hasn't seen any black mages so far. So yeah, while the play happens, we're going to go back to the castle and see what's going on over there, and then we'll take control of Zidane, who's still moping in the bar. Steiner really isn't very nice in these next few segments either. He kind of forgets about everything that Zidane and everyone else did for the princess and treats everyone pretty badly aside from Vivi. We're going to get our summons back. There's actually a few more that we need to get, but we'll be fine. This next segment is going to be confusing because there's going to be a lot of confusions regarding a love letter that Eiko is going to write. This love letter is going to be causing a lot of issues, but it's a funny scene, so I don't mind. She can't be any worse than her mother. I mean, her mother destroyed Burmecia, destroyed Clara. She pretty much mass murdered a bunch of people. So, when you think about it, I dare say that Dagger really doesn't need to worry all that much. I think she'll be fine. It's rather convenient that she looked just like Princess Garnet, the original one. I still don't get how Blue Honey Boo Boo, that's the queen, gave birth to someone like Princess Garnet. I mean, they look very different. Shouldn't the original Princess Garnet be blue at the very least? Maybe her father was just very different. Yep, it's time for Beatrix to go to jail. No, I'm just kidding, no one remembers that anymore. I mean, I'm not hating on the character or anything, but it just makes sense. She still participated in the mass killing of a bunch of Burmecians and Clarence, so I just think it's kind of laughable that we're just supposed to ignore all of that and because Beatrix was just following orders, you know, it's all good. That's not how it should work. Because she could still sing for herself, unlike the black mages. But anyway, we're going to attempt to deliver this letter. Of course, that's not going to happen. There's going to be a lot of shenanigans involved in the delivering of this letter, but considering the last chain of events, I guess a few light-hearted moments are appreciated. Shamek. I like how at first Steiner is saying that he owes Baku his life, and then right after that he turns into a complete ass towards Baku and just tells him that he has no place there and whatnot. And he says that to everyone. Like I said, the only character that Steiner seems to tolerate at this point is Vivi. When Vivi appears, Steiner is all good. But aside from that, he's really not nice to everyone else. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be because you killed a bunch of innocent citizens from both Burmisi and Clara? That could be the reason. Or maybe it's for a completely different reason. I mean, she does say that she felt bad for killing all the Burmisians much earlier on in the game when we're trying to escape from Alexandria, but aside from that, it's not like she makes a mention about any of the terrible deeds that she committed. But oh well, no one's supposed to remember that. I just think it's a flaw. I think it would make more sense if Beatrix remained a villain, honestly, and maybe we could take her out in that last fight that we had against her. Her turn to the light side, or whatever you want to call it, really doesn't make sense to me. But enough about that. So yeah, we're going to go visit Dagger. Before we do that, there's just one more item that I want to make in the synthesis shop. Make sure you give him his new weapon, which will teach Zidane the Thievery ability, and if you've been stealing like I have, by now Thievery should be doing a good amount of damage. We'll have to steal a lot more in order to keep increasing the damage that Thievery delivers. We could make a lot more of them, but at this point we don't need to do them. And this is going to be it for this segment, my friends. In the next segment we're going to go visit Dagger, and afterwards we're going to head back to Trino before all hell breaks loose once again. But there's a lot of things for us to do in Trino, and we're going to complete a few more side quests. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later for the next part. Take care.